And for me, my goal is daily. So I've been having daily bowel movements. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more pregnancy updates, pregnancy related type videos, and ministry vlogs. Just stay tuned and turn the notification bell on while you're at it. And let's get started to my pregnancy update. This update is between last update and this update, from 25 weeks to 30 weeks. I turned 31 weeks today. I am currently 31 weeks pregnant. My total weight gain so far is between 4 and 7 pounds. Make sure you watch my other video to see why it's only 4 and 7 pounds. I'm saying 4 to 7 pounds because I started off when I was pregnant between 160, 164 pounds. I'm not sure, so I'm just saying between 4 and 3 pounds actually. That's my weight gain so far. I'm continuing to stay active as much as possible with doing my routine at home. Make sure you watch my two uploads on my upper body and my lower body weight training routine. And I usually go for walks with my son. That's kind of slowed down a little bit because as I'm in the third trimester now, that second trimester boost did subside a little bit, but I have so much more energy than when I was pregnant with my son. Around this time I was taking showers and washing my hair, sitting down at the tub. I needed to get one of those shower chairs that people who are disabled use. I needed one of those shower chairs. I was so drained of energy washing my hair in the shower, but I have so much more energy now than when I did when I was pregnant with my son. And I think I can contribute that to being so heavy for my height, or just what I was used to. I gained right before I got pregnant and I gained a lot after, but I did discuss that in my previous video. And last Friday I was able to go to the gym with my mom. For years, since I was 14, had a gym membership, but this last year or so I haven't had a gym membership, so I've been working out at home while I'm pregnant. I was just so happy. Like, if you're a fitness and health nut like I am, I was so looking forward to like linear leg press and the barbell for squats so I can add on more weight. I listened to my body, but I was really like excited to put on heavier weights. I don't have weights at home that are heavy as I would like, so it was a pleasure going to the gym with my mom and getting in the pool. I've been daydreaming about getting in the pool and just swimming and moving around a little bit, not doing too much, but yeah, I was excited about getting on the treadmill and doing like an incline. I did like 12% at 1.5. I just took it kind of slow. I gradually increased until, I'm like, you know what, I can do 12%, but not as fast as I used to. So my mother brought up, since she hasn't been in the gym in a while, that she would like to go more often with me. So I'm looking forward to maybe going like once a week or once every other week with my mom, since I don't have a gym membership right now. And I don't have any plans of joining anytime soon, because once the baby gets here, like with my first, you don't really have time to really get to the gym unless you have the sitters there watch your kids. But with my son, I went for walks with the baby carrier, and then my coworker gave me one of her running strollers and I used that, but I wasn't really consistent with that. So I noticed that my hair, I'm experiencing less shedding. I have been keeping my hair in twists, like kind of like about this size, a little smaller. This is for a flat twist out. Go check out my hair channel to see the results of this flat twist out. But I've been keeping my hair in twists from like 4 weeks, this last time 6 weeks at a time, just to give myself a break. But I noticed that my hair was shedding a lot less. Same thing with my son. My hair does not grow faster when I'm pregnant, but I do retain more thickness. And then when I had my son, a lot of that shedding just came out all at one time, if you don't know anything about postpartum shedding. So I'm hoping this time I can I won't experience the same thing. As far as my belly, it's getting bigger, of course, as I'm progressing down my pregnancy, and I'm experiencing itchiness as my belly is stretching, so I need to keep it moisturized more often. I'm really bad about that. And I'm noticing that I have tender spots on my belly, and I'm thinking that maybe because the baby is getting stronger and I'm feeling him throughout the day as I'm moving around. Before before I would just feel him moving around when I'm laying down and relaxing, or even in like in the wee hours of the night, early in the AM, like 3 and 4 in the AM. But now I'm noticing that he's moving around, or I'm feeling him moving around a lot more because he's getting bigger, probably too, and, you know, after I'm eating and as I'm moving around. But it's this one spot down the center of my belly, maybe about 3 to 4 inches above my navel, where it's sore. And I noticed that that's where he's like just holding out his, I don't know what it is, his fist or whatever, but he will hold that spot for a long time. I'm thinking maybe that's why it's tender, because he's pushing out a lot in that spot. And also regarding my belly, I did get I think it's called the linea nigra, and that dark line that goes down the center of your belly. I got that around 25 weeks. Oh, also, speaking of the baby getting stronger, I did not experience this with my son, but I did notice this baby kicked me in the ribs, and it got me kind of scared, because I remember someone at the church I went to years ago telling me when she was pregnant that her baby was hitting her in her ribs. The result of that was her ribs were fractured a little bit. I heard of horror stories before, babies doing things like my sister when she was pregnant with my nephew out in the belly laid on her sciatic nerve, and she collapsed in the kitchen in front of all of us. But I haven't had any issues like that. So when I felt him kick my ribs, I'm like, oh my gosh, please like get away. So it was interesting. Braxton Hicks contractions. I was reading online that women start experiencing Braxton Hicks in the 3rd trimester, and I'm like, I started feeling those way before 3rd trimester. I started feeling those like when I entered into the 2nd. I think when you start having more kids, you start experiencing things sooner. Like you start experiencing the baby moving sooner. So I started experiencing Braxton Hicks maybe like right when I entered into the 2nd trimester, but now in this 3rd trimester I'm experiencing like back to back. And I was reading online that sometimes it could be caused by you changing positions a lot or going to the bathroom. It's like different reasons why you might experience them back to back, but there's no need to worry, because real contractions when you're going into labor, you'll feel it in your thighs and your back. But I'm just feeling my uterus harden, and that's what Braxton Hicks contractions are. It's just your body preparing for labor. But I am going to have a C-section. I had a C-section with my son. I have a video about my fibroid journey, so be sure to check that out. So there's a reason why the doctors recommend that I have a C-section versus going into labor. I've been really working on trying to increase my bowel movements. This is something that's really important to me because I was so constipated in the beginning and I wasn't drinking enough water and getting enough fiber. Being constipated when you're not pregnant is bad, but when you're like pregnant, it just feels like you have so much buildup in your belly. You have the baby, all the other stuff that's going on that comes with the baby, and you have all this excess stuff in your intestines and colon. So what I've been doing is increasing my vegetable intake, trying to get some fruits in there and water. I did explain that in the last video, how I just bumped my water up to like 100 ounces. I usually drink about half my body weight in ounces in water anyway prior to being pregnant, but I'm drinking a little bit more just for being a carrier of a baby. You want to drink more water because you have all that fluid that you need. I'm thinking about doing a video about constipation during pregnancy and what I'm doing to make sure that I'm going regularly. And for me, my goal is daily. So I've been having daily bowel movements. And I know that's an overshare, but it's really important to me because when you're like holding on to so much, it slows you down. And with me, it felt like I was going to throw up all the time. Today, I noticed something different, and I had my husband look it up for me. Because I'm like, just look this up for me, because I'm like kind of concerned. The only concern I had in this pregnancy was like within like the first few weeks of being pregnant, I was in the shower for too long and I got really dizzy. And like, oh my God, like, is my baby okay? Because you shouldn't be in the shower for too long with water too hot. And I think I was in there for too long and I was doing my hair. I felt really dizzy and it was a different feeling. I'm like, okay, did I hurt my baby? After that, I haven't had much concerns, but today I was like, oh, my belly is like numb. And my husband looked up that sometimes you can experience numbness in certain parts of your belly when you're swollen. And I get swollen as the day goes by, and especially after I eat or if I'm drinking water, I get swollen or moving around a lot, and so it can affect your nerves. Another thing I noticed too, more often than I think when I was pregnant with my first, is when I sneeze and I cough. Like, I'm scared to sneeze and cough because I'm feeling some pain on the side of my belly, like the lower part of my abdomen, and I had surgery there, so I'm thinking like, okay, at first when I was pregnant with my son, I thought, you know what, I'm sneezing and I'm feeling this pain here, and that's where the incision was when I had my fibroid removed. But I was reading that if you sneeze, or even if you're moving too fast, you know, you have ligament stretching to make room for the baby. So I think it's just when you're sneezing or coughing, the ligaments in your body are being affected. That's what causes the pain. And I think sometimes too, when you're constipated, when I'm not pregnant or before I got pregnant with my first, you know, sneezing can cause pain when you're constipated. And one cute thing I wanted to throw in is my 2.5-year-old. He is just so cute. He runs up to me, and I said before how he rubs my belly and he slaps it, and I gotta like tell him like, don't hit too hard, because he's really like rough. And he would say, baby boy. And now he's like kissing my belly. He'll run up to me and like kind of hurry up. If my shirt is tucked in, he will try to pull it up, which kind of hurts because he's pulling my belly up as he's trying to pull the shirt out. But he's kissing my belly, and I was able to sit him still long enough right before I was putting him down to sleep for the night, sit him still long enough to place his hand on my belly to feel the baby move, and that really excited him. Now I want to get a picture of him kissing my belly. If I can keep him still long enough, when the camera comes out, he just stops doing his little cute stuff and he's like focused on the camera. If you like watch my workout videos, he sees the camera and himself in the viewfinder and like, baby camera. He loves the camera. Even when we pull out our phone to take pictures and video of him, he won't stay still. He wants to come around and see himself. But I'm hoping I can get a picture of him just kissing my belly. So that's all I have to say for this video. I will be posting another update in like 5 weeks from now, 4 to 5 weeks from now. I didn't want to like post weekly updates because nothing's really like dramatically changing by week. But I do want to show you guys my belly. Now I do have a belly button ring, and I took it out and it has discoloration around it because I was picking at it, but just please ignore that. And I'm going to show you my belly. And I probably should do this before. Should I shave? It's not too hairy. Should I shave my belly? No, it's okay. Okay. You know, you just kind of get lazy when you're pregnant. Try to keep up with it, but okay, here's my belly. Here it is. Ignore the pajama pants. So that's what I'm talking about. I was picking at it, and that's my dark line going down the middle. And this morning it wasn't sticking out this much, but it is the afternoon and it gets bigger and bigger, and my husband seems to love it. Like when he sees it, it just, I don't know, it's like he's a little bit more excited when the further I come out. Well, there you have it, guys. Let me sit back down. Thank you for tuning in, and join me next week for another video. And I am trying to post weekly every Saturday, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.